Well, hello, fellow champions. It's me, Johnny, the champion within, coming to you today with another update video on my progress to recover from the stroke I had 2 weeks ago today. But before we get started, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, this is a great opportunity to do so. Just look down there, click on the subscribe button, add yourself to the list of growing subscribers that are following my journey to try to get back to optimal health and fully recover from a very traumatic thing that happened to me. If you're not familiar with my story, go back and watch the video of Carnivore hash stroke. You can see on there all the details of what happened to me 2 weeks ago today. Now, let's get into today's video. The title of the video, obviously, is I'm quitting. And I really am quitting. Question is, exactly what am I quitting? Am I quitting carnivore? No way. Am I quitting barefoot sprints? No way. Am I quitting weightlifting? No way. Am I quitting push-ups? Nope, not that either. So what the heck are you quitting, man? Quit beating around the bush. What are you quitting and why? Well, I'm actually quitting 5Ks. Now, I do have one 5K scheduled for May the 4th, exactly 1 week from today, just outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. It's the Bigfoot, May the 4th be with you, 5K. Me and my good buddy here, John Collis of Carnivore Backwoods, have agreed to do this 5K together. And my friend Randy Cato may join us as well, but we'll have to talk to Randy and see if he's going to be able to join us. So why am I quitting 5Ks? As you guys know, I did two 5Ks last year, or you may not know that. Last year, I did two 5Ks, one on one Saturday with my buddy Randy Cato, Ground Beef Guy on YouTube. We did that in Mount Airy, North Carolina. It was the Mayberry 5K. It was a blast. We had a lot of fun. My first 5K ever. And after the 5K was over, I felt great. No aches, no pains, no nothing. But at that time, I had been rock solid carnivore without any cheats. Then the very next weekend, I did a 5K here in Concord, North Carolina. It was kind of built into the pre-Christmas parade. They do it every year. And so it was kind of cool to do a 5K 10 miles from where I live. I did that, completed the course, and actually bettered my time from the previous Saturday. So my goal for this year was to try to do 3 or 4, maybe 5Ks to see how low I could get my time. Here's the problem. Since I went off the diet and cheated and lied to myself and ate all the high inflammation foods that I had, the honey buns, the apple fritters, the donuts, the candy bars, the little Debbie cakes, the Christmas trees, all the crap that I ate for basically 2 months, almost nonstop, has reintroduced a lot of inflammation to my body. So I've done, I think, a total of 4 practice 5Ks in the last 2 weeks, just around the neighborhood here. And what I'm finding is I'm starting to get pain in my ankles and in my left hip. I'll show you guys a picture of an x-ray here. This is my left hip. I had it resurfaced down in Columbia, South Carolina 6 years ago. So I still have my original hip, but they took the ball out of the socket, ground the ball down where it's smooth and round again, put a brace or a bearing in my acetabulum or the hip socket, and then put the ball back in the socket. So pretty cool operation. It was done day surgery. I went in that morning, went home that afternoon, if you can believe that. I was under general anesthesia. They had to cut ligaments and tendons and muscle and everything to get the ball out of the socket. Dr. Tom Gross did it. Fantastic surgeon. He did a fantastic job. And I haven't really had any problems since then. It's been perfect. But lately, since I went off the rails on the diet and reintroduced all this inflammatory garbage into my system, when I do more than about 2 miles, that left hip starts hurting. And it doesn't hurt so much when I get through, but the next 2 days it just hurts a lot. It aches like a toothache. It's very, very painful. Now, this didn't happen before I started cheating on the diet, because New Year's Day of this year, I did 12.2 miles without stopping. I also did 500 push-ups, 1,000 jump ropes, and yada, yada, yada. But I have had no pain in this hip joint at all until I went off the diet and brought all this inflammatory garbage back into my system. My hope is that maybe if I stay rock solid clean, and we're 2 weeks in now, so I've been rock solid clean for 2 months. 2 months, 2 weeks today, and I feel a lot better. No more pain in my ankles, none in my knees, none in my right hip, none in my lower back. Plantar fasciitis never came back, thank God, because that plantar fasciitis is miserable. But this pain in my left hip is a little more than I want to keep dealing with. So I'm going to do the 5K in May with my buddy John Collis, and then I'm quitting. I'm quitting 5Ks for maybe till next year. I'll probably do the Mayberry 5K if my buddy Randy will do it with me. But I don't know if I'm going to really push for a good time. If it takes me an hour or less, I'll be fine with that. I was wanting to get below 40 minutes, but if I can do it in under an hour, especially if I'm still in AFib, and yes, man, I'll have 6 or 7 normal beats, and then I'll have 3 or 4 beats right there together. It's kind of like runs of AFib. But we're getting better. I feel better. My recovery is getting into a shorter and shorter window. When I did the exercise I did today, which I'm going to show you in just a second, within about 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, I was back to normal breathing and normal heart rate. So things are progressing in the correct direction. We're trending in the right direction. I'm just not there yet. I'm hoping that within the next maybe 4 or 5 weeks, if I continue to stay solid on my diet, solid on my sleep, solid on my grounding, my vitamin D, getting in the sun, low stress, if I can stay solid on all that stuff, maybe in 4 weeks or so, we'll see where we are with the inflammation. So my weight, I did get on the scale this morning, and I weighed, as you can see right here, 233.0. When I weighed, I think it was Monday, on my video for Monday, I was 233.4. So essentially the same exact weight. I mean, 0.4, that could be a variance in the scale. So I weigh basically the same thing I weighed on Monday. And I'm filming this today, it's Thursday. So I haven't lost any weight, but I haven't gained any weight. I still have to titrate my eating. I'm eating till I'm satisfied, and I'm only eating 1, sometimes 2 meals a day. I'm fasting 16 to 21 hours a day, sometimes 22 hours. I feel it's crazy to me that I'm still in AFib and feel this good, because when I was in AFib, prior to going on the carnivore diet, I was miserable. I couldn't breathe. Anything I did made me out of breath. If I walked up the stairs of my house, I was completely out of breath at the top. I'm still in AFib, but I can run up and down the stairs 5 or 6 times and not really be out of breath. So I know that carnivore diet is making my body healthier. It's helping me to deal with this AFib. I just don't know why the AFib came back so hard and so suddenly after having an ablation 2.5 years ago. Well, I really do know why it came back. It was the garbage that I put in my mouth. You are what you eat. You eat garbage, you turn into garbage. And that's what my heart rhythm has done. It's become complete garbage because I wasn't giving it nutrient-dense, low inflammatory or no inflammatory foods that it was used to having for 8 months before I strayed, or 7 months. Anyway, so this is what I've been working on now. I've been doing some, trying to do burpees. Now, don't laugh. I'm 57 years old, okay? I'm 57 years old, 2 weeks post-stroke, just got out of the hospital 2 weeks ago. This is my attempt at burpees, and I will get better at them. But here's me doing, I think I did like 6 or 7 burpees in the den a little bit earlier, just a couple hours ago. And you guys tell me what you think. Am I doing okay? I know I got work to do, but we'll get there. Here's the burpees. Okay, then I went outside, and of course I did my barefoot sprints, and I was trying to get some sun, but it was 78 degrees here yesterday, and it's 50 degrees outside today. It was 43 degrees this morning when I woke up, so not a lot of sunshine, pretty cool weather, but whatever sun rays are getting through those clouds, I wanted to get as much of those on my exposed skin as I could. Still trying to pump up that vitamin D. And of course, I'll show you these sprints. I think I only did 5. 2 short ones, 2 medium ones, and 1 really long one. And trying to keep it varied. And then have me some, this is my water I drink. It does have electrolytes in it, sodium, potassium, and magnesium. So I am supplementing with my electrolytes. That's the only thing I'm supplementing with. Anyway, and of course, no video of the champion within would be complete without some push-ups. So here's me doing some push-ups on the driveway. Note to self, put on some shoes next time because that rough driveway was really tough on my toes. Here's my push-ups. Anyway, guys, that's the update for today. Here it is Thursday, April the 4th. It's 11:45 a.m. Eastern time as I'm recording this. Got some stuff to do around the house today. Great news. I start my new job next Tuesday. So 5 days from now, I'm going back to work at my favorite place, Lowe's. If you're ever in the Lowe's area in North Carolina and Concord, come look me up. I'm right there. I'll be there. I'm working 10-hour shifts, 4 10-hour shifts per week, which is how I like it. And I'm really excited to be going back to work. Everybody at Lowe's is excited to have me back. And what a blessing from our Lord to give me that job back and put me back where I should be. So far, the stress level since I got out of the truck has been, minimal, almost nothing. And that has helped me to stay rock solid on this diet. I think coping mechanisms for stress, most people don't have good coping mechanisms. We never learned them as a child. All we know is drugs, alcohol, sugary foods, gambling, taking crazy chances. Who knows what everybody's way of dealing with, overwhelming stress. And that's one thing I still need to work on is my stress level. But so far, since I've been home and I have good food here to eat, a kitchen to clean up, stove to use, I don't have to worry about trying to go somewhere and find something to eat. That's making this journey 95% easier. So don't look for me to be traveling anytime soon away from home. Want to stay pretty close to home. We'll go on vacation or something, but for the most part, I want to stay home where I can cook my meat on my stove and wash my dishes in my sink, which I didn't have any of that in the truck, as you guys know. That's all I got, guys. One last thing. This looks like my right hand to you guys because it's inverted, but this is my left hand, I promise. See that wedding band? That wedding band? It's been on my finger for almost 31 years. On my left hand, I've not worn my wedding band on the wrong hand for 31 years. People are telling me on one of my previous videos that I didn't know my left from my right because I talked about how the pain went from my left shoulder up in my neck and then behind my left ear. They said, oh, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know his left from his right. Yes, I do. You don't know how it's inverted on the video. My left hand, wedding band, I wear my watch on my left hand. This is my right hand. I know it looks opposite to you, but wake up. It's not. I'm correct. I'm not stupid. I'm a former paramedic. I was a paramedic for 25 years. I do know left from right. You guys, that's all I got. A little bit of a rant there. Some of these comments you get are just silly. But for those of you that gave me encouraging comments, thank you so much. It means the world to me. I appreciate it. And I got to get out of here because I got some work to do. I've got to order my salty electrolytes. Get ready to do that right now. I love you guys. Take care. And guess what? We will see you on Monday with another video. Carnivore, baby. Yeah.